if you pulled LR Tapion and Minotia, GG's, I'm not salty, you are. If you still plan on summoning for this unit, or even if you plan on obtaining them sometime in the future, this video is definitely for you, because I'm going to be explaining one of the best teams you can possibly build when running LR Tapion and Minotia as your leader, in my opinion, of course. But really quick, I want you guys to let me know, where would you rank LR Tapion and Minotia in terms of, not in terms of power, right, or defense, but in terms of value, their active skill, their supportability, all that stuff? Let me know in the comment section below right now. And of course, while you're down there, if you do enjoy this video, if you enjoy the content, the vibes, anything, consider liking the video, or even going one step further, consider subscribing. I really do appreciate you for clicking on this video. Any and all support definitely means a lot. Thank you so much. Let's hop straight into this video. So, LR Tapion and Minotia, I want to go ahead and mention some honorable mentions, right? Units and rotations that could have made this team but didn't, and I'll explain why in just a second. So, first, really quick, I just want to mention one of the most powerful rotations in the game is S tier Bojack and Intelligence Bojack, right? They did not make my finalized team, but this rotation could definitely work. The issue is, this guy can still get subject to hit. Like, he can get hit very, very hard. Once he gets an easy A, I can definitely change my mind about this. But right now, he's just not the greatest. And even S tier Bojack can still definitely take some damage depending on what event you're running. So just keep that in mind. But they can definitely work on any given team. Keep that in mind. And of course, I could have brought units in terms of sibling spawn, like Goku and Goten. I could have brought a lot of units like I mean, this guy's not even out on global yet, but he's still actually pretty good. AGO Goten could have definitely worked as well. There's a lot of powerful units on both of these categories, but the team that I, made myself here, that I would consider one of the best teams for this unit. I mean, I'm going to explain myself why, but you'll see, So first, we have LR Tapion and Minotia as the leader himself, and of course, we're going to be bringing a friend, LR Tapion and Minotia. Okay, so the first rotation, the first main rotation, right? The first two units that you want to keep on main rotation is going to be LR Tapion and Minotia and AGL Tapion. Now, these two, right? We have 6 units in total for a team, not including the friend. These are going to be the first 2 units. And the reason why is because this AGL Tapion with this easy A is monstrous. 120% defense, 50% damage reduction. He's very, very good. But he also gets the 4 key and 40% to attack and defense from this guy's supportability. So giving this guy 40% defense, okay, 40% defense on top of 50% damage reduction, this guy's just not taking damage, especially if he's rainbowed link level 10. Now, they also share some very powerful links, including things like Brainiacs, which is 15% defense, and Hero, which is 25%. So you have 40% defense from links, 40% defense from supports, and 50% damage reduction. This rotation is not really taking damage. So, of course, you want to rock AGL Tapion in that first slot to minimize any damage. And, of course, LR Tapion and Minotia in the second slot. The beautiful thing about rocking this guy in the second slot is that for every super attack he does, he gains 13% damage reduction. Keeping him in the first slot could run you the risk of him getting hit hard in that first slot without having some damage reduction. So you want this guy in that second slot, even though he can still definitely work, okay? So that is going to be the first main rotation of this team. A very, 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 very powerful rotation. The second main rotation, which honestly you guys may or may not already know, is going to be Tech Ultimate Gohan linked up with AGL Trunks and Goten, the featured unit on Vegeta's banner for the whole GT Golden Week thing. Now, these two units are very, very powerful. Tech Ultimate Gohan is the best defensive unit in the game, in my opinion. He's not the best unit in the game. He doesn't hit the hardest, but he's definitely, in my opinion, the best defensive unit in the game. I don't even have to go over what this unit does. But AGL Trunks and Goten really speak for themselves, because not only can they do up to 3 super attacks per turn since they're AGL, not only do they stack attack and defense, but they're giving this man himself right here. They're giving him 3 key and 40% to attack and defense since he's on. This guy supports Goku's family and Vegeta's family. So this guy, right, these two on rotation work tremendously well. They also share links like Honestly, Cold Judgment, dude, is just one of the most monstrous defensive links in all of existence. And I really, like, I don't know what they were thinking when they gave this man this. I don't really know. But of course, they also have Saiyan Lineage together, Fierce Battle, which really don't really matter compared to Cold Judgment. But these two, again, on rotation, just work absolutely amazing. And especially since Take Ultimate Go on builds key from his passive, he's definitely going to be a monster to run with. So this rotation right here is another rotation that's not going to take damage. You have two main rotations that are not going to take damage, and that's definitely the way it should be, right? So that now we have 4 units on this team that we've built. We have Tapion Minotia as our leader, AGL Tapion as our next unit, and then we have these two as our main rotation right here. Now we need 3 floating units, right? The first one is going to be the friend Tapion and Minotia, and the benefit of having this guy floating as the friend lead is that no matter what rotation he's on, he's either going to be giving 2 key and 20% to attack and defense to your own lead, as well as AGL Tapion right here, or he'll be giving 2 key and 20% to attack and defense to this rotation right here, which of course definitely doesn't need it, right? Definitely does not need it. So again, that's just extra support for this rotation, a very, very powerful unit. Now we need 2 more units to you know, fill that floating spot. The first one is going to be AGL Pycon. He is such a powerful unit, an amazing 3rd slot unit. Why? Let me tell you why. So 50%, 150% defense, which is going to allow him to defend very, very good. He also gives super class allies, which everyone on this team is a super class ally, 2 key and 30% to attack and defense with 3 or more type key sphere obtained. This is not hard. There might be times where you won't be able to get it off, but most times you should definitely be able to get this off, especially if you plan accordingly, right? So 2 key and 30% to attack and defense to this rotation? Are you kidding me? Or to this rotation? Are you kidding me? This works absolutely amazing. And as long as he obtains 1 rainbow key sphere, he gets 4 key and a high chance of dodging, which in the third slot, that is monumental. Monumental. Okay, so having a chance to dodge is very, very, very powerful. Now, of course, if you're facing one enemy whose HP is 50% or below, starting from the 4th turn, he also has this crazy active skill of not being able to be hit, and that's just the whole rotation. So this can definitely save you from very difficult content. Keep that in mind. He's an amazing option. Okay, so now we have 1 unit, 2 units, 3 unit, 4 unit, 5 units. We have the 6th unit as in our friend league, but we still need 1 more unit to make the full 7-unit team, right? Now, it was pretty tough looking through the team, but I think I came up with a really good solution, and I have Intelligence Vados. Now, you're probably wondering, Mr. Baby, is she really good for this team? Well, to be fair, right, she is on Siblings Bond, so she is getting buffed from this, of course. She seals super attack, which can be very good in typical content. She has a high chance to dodge. Just from existing, she has a high chance to dodge, which of course is very, very powerful, especially in that 3rd slot. But she's also giving 20% to attack and defense to all Siblings Bond category allies, which of course is this unit right here, this unit right here, this unit right here, and this unit right here. Keep in mind, by the way, and what I'm showing you guys is that no matter who's on the rotation, everyone is getting supported. On this main rotation right here, right? Tapion as well as AGL Tapion. No matter who's that 3rd slot unit, they're getting supported. Either Vados is giving them support, either AGL Pycon is giving them support, or even the last Tapion and Minotia, the friend lead, is giving them support. Same thing with this rotation right here. You have Tapion and Minotia giving their Siblings Bond support. You have Vados giving their Siblings Bond support, or even if you have Pycon giving that 2 key 30% to attack and defense support for these super class allies. So what you have here is a very cohesive team of a lot of key being thrown around, a lot of attack and defense being thrown around. It's just a very, very powerful team, and in my opinion, definitely one of the best, especially since the last slot units, 2 of which, not all 3, but 2 of them have a high chance of dodge, given, I mean, Vados has it guaranteed, whereas Pycon definitely needs at least 1 rainbow key sphere, but you can definitely choose, I mean, if you want the 3 type orbs, or you can definitely go for a rainbow key sphere. I understand that the field may not, you know, allow you to get a rainbow key sphere or anything like that, but it's definitely worth it. In my opinion, Aegio Pikkon is a little bit underrated. He is very, very powerful. So let me know what you guys think. This is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best cohesive teams that you can run with LR Tapion and Minotia, and I highly recommend getting this done. Like, dude, if you run this team in any difficult content, they're gonna unless like they do some crazy, you know, sealing or lowering your own defense by monumental amount, or they're like changing your rotations and stuff, it's going to be very difficult for any team, any unit to really damage you. Now, of course, if LR Tapion and Minotia get supered, you know, by an AGL enemy, that could spell some trouble for you, right? But that's with anything, right? Even Tech Tapion. Let's say you have LR Tapion, right? LR Tapion on road. Oh, another thing I have to mention. Actually, another thing I have to mention, which is, again, this is very, very important. LR Tapion and Minotia actually have Cold Judgment, right? Which is a very, very powerful defensive link. If you have this guy in the first slot and this guy in the second slot, what happens is when you have Pikkon in that third slot, they're sharing Cold Judgment, which is actually, where's Cold Judgment? Right there, which is boosting his own defense as well as LR Tapion and Minosia's defense. But guess who else has that? Vados. So Vados in that third slot linked up with this LR Tapion and Minotia, they're activating Cold Judgment. Where is that? Right there. Boom. Like, again, it's super cohesive. So hopefully you guys are seeing what I'm saying here, and hopefully you guys understand. A very, very powerful team. Again, let me know what you guys think. You can definitely, again, you know, rock the LR Bojack and STR Bojack rotation. Very, very powerful rotation. You can go ahead and do the STR Whis and Physical Beaters rotation, but these rotations do not work, in my opinion, how these other rotations work. So again, let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.